Next one is the toms.
My kit is D-drum Gios STN kit with birch shells and these wood hoops that break easily. On the toms I prefer 2-ply heads. I have pretty much never used 1-ply head, so that's why I have Evans G2 at the moment. I prefer coated because they just look cooler on these drums. You just plug in the mic pretty much the same way as with the snare drum, but on the toms we tend to point the mic more towards the center of the drum.
Yeah, and we use the Shure PG56 tom mics that come with the Shure drum microphone kit that we use. And one thing I notice is really important that you have to tune the toms pretty well. So if you don't want them to ring too much, but you don't want them to be dead either.
Yeah.
So try to find the place where you get less amount of bleed into the mics. These symbols here lead to this one, and basically the ride and probably maybe a little bit this symbol leads to this mic. So when you're recording in the studio, you can have all kinds of protective foams and whatnot to protect you from the bleed, but when you're recording a drum cover, you can't use those because they look really dumb.
I think the bass drum, at least for me, is the second most important drum on my kit. I could do well without the toms. Bass drum, the same D-drum Gios. People ask the dimensions of the drum. They are actually pretty cool. The bass drum has the diameter of 20 inches and also the depth of 20 inches. So this is pretty much a square-sized bass drum. What I really like about it is it has a very punchy sound because of the small diameter, but also it has a lot of power and the bass boom because of the pretty deep dimension. The bass drum head I'm using at the moment is Evans E-Mat, which comes with these removable dampening rings. I just use the default ring on it. And on the resonance head, I don't really mind about the brand of the head. I think it's the default head on the resonance head.
Yeah, we used also the PG series Shure mic PG52 on the, which is basically the same mic than the Shure Beta 52 Beta, but it's a bit cheaper, but it sounds pretty good. So that's what we use, and we usually have the mic placed somewhere on the other head or then inside. So you can try to find your favorite placement for the microphone. You can put it inside the drum and pretty close to the drum head, the hitting drum head or the resonance head. So somewhere between that. So here's the most important feature of any drum sound or any bass drum sound, be it good or bad. It's the beater. And you use this kind of a semi-felt beater, right?
Yeah. This beater actually, this is from the DW5000 pedal that I'm using, and this beater has kind of two sides. It has this plastic side and this felt side, and as you can see from the wear that I'm using a felt side.
So basically, when if you have a felt beater, the sound is more soft and sounds more. It's a bit more bassy, low end, and a bit fuller, and it's not so snappy, but it still sounds pretty wet. But when you use the plastic beater, it sounds really harsh, really hard, and really high end.
Yeah.
So why do you use the felt side and not the plastic side?
I've pretty much used both sides during the use of playing, but I've gotten used to using felt simply because of the softer feel also of it. Not just of the softer sound, but the feel is also softer. So I think the bass drum is easier to handle with the felt beater.
Yeah, and I think that if you're hitting hard, it's better to use the felt side because the attack is there.
That's actually true, yeah.
And so that's how you get the bass sound from the bass drum also.
Yeah, and once again here with the bass drum, as with the snare and the toms, when you hit hard you get a nice sound.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
So kick it.
So kick it.